Howdy folks, Stray Cat 74 here. Welcome back to the Basement of Solitude. I thought I'd do a quick thing on how to stay warm, or at least how I stay warm. The short version, the too long did not read short version is, I stay in here. End of video. No, I'm just kidding. Um, as the ancient Vikings knew, everything's done in layers. So how many layers you need depends on the temperature. For me, if the wind is mild, I just wear this down to 40 degrees. If I'm going to be riding my motorcycle, I put on something long sleeve. Maybe a pair of light gloves, like these mechanics wear fast to put on gloves. I mean, there's no straps or nothing on them. They just slide on. These are about $14 gloves when I bought them. I have no idea what they are now, but I use these a lot. I go through probably 2 pairs of these a year, um, as long as they don't get soaked in diesel fuel, but I don't like to fuel my truck in those. So this will do me down to about freezing with no wind. If they're, if it's a little bit below freezing and no wind, I got a hoodie. And yeah, I actually do own a hoodie. I used to have 2 or 3 of these, and I don't know why, because I almost never wear them. But if it's cold, but not windy, this will do me, down to about 20 degrees. I got all this extra insulation. I don't have to worry about it too much. Now, from 40 down to a little bit below freezing, if it is windy, leather jacket. Now, this jacket is special in that my 5-year anniversary with my previous company, they bought me this leather jacket, and it was supposed to have this huge embroidered thing on the back with the company logo. You notice it's not there. I paid the extra $120 to have it embroidered, and I never got a refund. Matter of fact, the company never so much as even responded to my email. When I talked to my company about this, oh, we have nothing to do with that. You have to go through them. They fired me. Not over that, over other stuff, but that's beside the point. Now, if it's raining out, I hate my head being wet, and I hate my back getting wet. The rest of me, if my arms get wet or my legs get wet, I don't care. But I hate wet hair, and I hate cold rain getting on my back. So I wear this. I went out and I found a trench coat. Now I need to take this to a dry cleaners to have it retreated, because the waterproofing on this is starting to go to not repel water anymore. And yes, this does have the zip out liner. I wanted to get a London fog, but apparently they've been out of business since 1980. So I got a London Town, because it was the largest one I could find. I have a 50-inch chest. I mean, I can't wear small, medium, or large. I have to get extra large, or in most cases 2XL. So this was the least expensive right size jacket I could get. I also have my boonie cap. Now, when it's raining, pardon me, I take the boonie and I fold down the edges so that it flows off the hat. And when it's not raining, I put it up like that so I can actually hear, because these down over the ears makes it so you can't hear very far. This makes it so I can hear better, and since when I'm outside, I'm usually walking around in parking lots, I want to be able to hear somebody coming. So that's wet weather. Let's see, for colder weather, like below freezing and well below zero, I have 3 other systems set up here. And we're going to go through those here in a moment. Let me get these gloves out of the way. The very first thing I'm going to show you, let me back this up, And I'm going to take that hat off. You'll just have to put up with the high forehead. I've had that my entire life. You know, yes, the glare is real, but this is my M65. I bought this early one spring, or was it early summer? So I only paid like $50 to $65 for this a few years ago. I've got a neoprene face mask here, a knife, and an emergency fire starter in this pocket. I've got napkins, some cordage, some 550 cord in this pocket, and in the big pockets here on the side, I've got my extended cold weather gloves. Now, I actually have 2 pairs of those, so I'll leave those in my pockets. This does have the liner, and if you're a fan of Terrence Popp at redonkulous.com, I like to watch him. The guy's hysterical. Usually when he's doing the live from the lair episodes, he's wearing an M65 liner like this, and people are, will say, hey, Pop, why don't you just turn up the temperature? He's a broke motherfucker because he spent 30 years in the military. All he's got is his retirement right now because his ex-wife took everything from him. So, it is what it is. If you like Pop, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like Pop, give me a middle finger up. That's not the middle finger. I'm trying to not swear. So, this is my M65. Very warm, and I've got the hood for it. I can't wear anything tight around my neck, so while it does have the, just doing that's uncomfortable. But I've got, it's the whole thing. It buttons in here, so it's all there. I can take the hood off, and I frequently do. And if I'm not wearing the hood, I've got these were on sale. They were like $5 a piece. And it was late spring, just before summer started. And there was just a pile of these. And I think it was at the tractor store. Tractor Supply. Well, the tractor store. They're not sponsoring me, but I love the tractor store. It's like an adult toy store. So I've got 3 of these sitting on my desk here, and I'm not even kidding. They were like $5 a piece, and they're imitation fur, and they're quite warm. They got the little ear things here that you can fold down to hear better, or fold down to cover up the little ear holes. The ear holes let you hear better. These down make it so you stay warmer, but whatever. So I've got 3 of these. I actually got like 6 of these. I gave one to each of my nephews, one to my son. I gave one to my brother. He set it on a shelf and hasn't worn it once. But I've got 3 more, so I'll put those away later. I also have this one, which has orange inside, and I believe this is real rabbit fur. Let's see. No, it's faux fur. I don't know what a faux is, but anyway, same idea, only warmer. And it's got that nifty camouflage on there, if you can see it through the thing. The real tree camouflage. But this is the one I normally wear when I go outside, and I'm not wearing either a ball cap or a hood. So the next one, the next one's a little bit, oh, wait. Before we go on to the next thing, let me show you the gloves that are in my M65. Now this is the United States Military ECW, Extended Cold Weather Mittens, and it comes as 4 different pieces. You have 2 wool liners, and these have the trigger fingers, and these truly work either way, so it doesn't matter which side is which. So you get 2 of those, and then you get 2 shells. Now you'll see that these shells are really dirty. I mean, if it's below 0 and I'm out fueling my diesel truck, this is what I'm wearing. Now you can wear these without the liners. They're a little big, but you put a liner on, slide your hand up in here, and then your jacket comes up to here, and then you pull this back over the sleeve of your jacket, and that'll keep the snow out, just like that. Now, if you want to keep your hand a little bit warmer, pinch and put your all 4 fingers over on this side, and this just stays empty. You can even pull your thumb in if you want to, just for staying warm. So, no thumb, no trigger finger, but it's not difficult to put your hand back so that you have some articulation. If you're out hunting, with my AR-15, with the little thing pulled down, I can get my finger in there to shoot with this. So, these have got canvas for the back half of the shell, canvas all down here, with leather palm, and this is a nice, supple, soft leather. It's almost suede, but, you know, much more durable than suede. So, this is a very, very nice leather. Now, the way I usually have these is I fold them like this, and then pull my hand out, then fold it in half, stick it in a pocket. That way, when I pull them out, I'm already wearing a jacket. I put my hand in the wool liner, and then pull that back over the sleeve. So you'll see, this is the way it was sitting out, because I took the, let me go ahead and put this back in there. You'll also notice it's got this little piece of reinforcement here. That's so you can pull on it and you won't rip anything. It's a nice little feature to have. And it's got a little tab here so you can get a hold of it and do that. So, and of course, that keeps the snow from getting down in behind your hand. You can get one of those little heater pack things and slide it in here. I found my hands got way too warm with those in. Even at -40, it was a little bit too warm to have one of those little heater packs in there. But just standing in the wind, and when you're talking a 20-mile-an-hour wind and it's -40, that's like standing in -60 degree, that with the wind chill. That would help, but just -40 when it's not blowing real hard, I thought it was a little too warm for me. So, here's the gloves I wear with my M65. Actually, this is the other set. I do have 2 pair. Now, this next one is a little bit of a system. And I actually bought it from Walmart, and it wasn't that expensive. And, of course, I've added to it because, I mean, any prepper adds to the stuff to make it more functional. So, I'm going to show you what I got. Now, it did come with this detachable hood, and you can see the little zipper thing down here. I did take the hood off most of the time because I normally don't wear it with the hood unless it's like really breezy out. Then I put on fuzzy hat, and then I can put a hood over top of that if I need to. I did pull the little bungee cord here tight and put a knot in it so that the hood has a little bit of retention on it, because when you're wearing it and it's not bungeed tight, it just kind of catches the wind and blows off anyway. So I pulled that a little bit tight, put a knot in it. So that's the hood that came with the jacket. Let me show you the jacket. Okay. This is a Swiss Tack jacket. Pardon, I was actually outside using this earlier. And like I said, I've added to this. It's got a zip-out liner. Now, technically, it's called a 3-way jacket because you can wear just the liner, just the shell, and this does repel water, and it does stop the wind. This makes it warm. So you can wear just the liner, just the shell, or zip them together with this little zipper on either side here, and it's really warm. It's at least as warm as my M65, and it's easier to put together and take apart because I don't have to worry about those stupid plastic buttons. In the pocket here, I've got a watch cap or beanie or whatever the hell these are called. This is a nice heavy duty one. I am going to be replacing this. Matter of fact, with something I just picked up the other day. Again, it was on sale. Yeah. Now, this is a as needed change. That's a little big to put in the pocket. This is what I usually wear, and then I just fold it up a little bit. So, fold in half, goes inside pocket. In this pocket right here, I've got neoprene face mask. Now this only covers half my face. And I actually cut out the nose more because it has a tendency to fog up my glasses when I'm wearing glasses. And the glasses I wear are just, these are $5 at Walmart. And I get the orange lenses because I like the way they look. They're a little bit darker than the black ones, but and they are ANSI star rated or ANSI rated for safety glasses. So if you're in some place that requires safety glasses and you want a little tinting, my shooting glasses have yellow lenses, and I buy these every chance I get. I've got like 6 pairs of these. I keep one in my car. I kept one in my pickup truck. I've got the yellow lenses and a set of orange lenses in my range bag for when I go shooting. So I have those all over the place. Let me show you what else is in this pocket. Set of ear protection for if I have a pocket buddy with me, and a utility knife. Now the only thing I hate about this stupid knife is right here there's this little flashlight that has never worked. I tried replacing the batteries. I don't know. It's got a little magnet thing on it, but the little flashlight's never worked. But it's got a bottle opener here. It's got a window breaker and a seatbelt cutter. That's the main reason I keep this in my pocket. It's got a little quick release thing here, and it's got the little lock there. It's got a little bit of serrations on there, and right here, you've got a little ferro rod, which is handy. And yes, I can get a spark off it. Let me do it. Yeah, well, it works better that way. So that slides in there, little tension on it. Fold that back over, and I keep this in my pocket. Like I said, the seatbelt cutter was the main reason I got it. The rest of this was just handy to have. So that goes that pocket, that pocket, that pocket, with the watch cap, and then the neoprene face mask, and the detachable hood, which zips on out here on the outside of the collar. This stays nice and warm. Now, the liner, which is in here, has a set of gloves, and they're Remington shooting gloves with the little rubber things on the inside. These are not terribly warm, but if all you're doing is wearing the liner, it's more than enough for just wearing the liner. For the outer gloves, or for the outer shell, they zip close, and I just picked these up again on sale, and they come back and go over the sleeve, and then it's got the little thing right there. These are, I have no idea what the manufacturer is. It says it's waterproof, and it says it's 3M thin insulate. Oh, it's Schmidt outerwear. Never heard of them. C.E. Schmidt? No idea. Anyhow, I just bought these, and wow, they are warm. little bit of rubber on the palms there. And again, fold in half, stuff in pocket, and then pull on a little lanyard thing to zip it up. Now this is really warm, so I'm going to take it back off, so I can show you the other half of this system. Well, since this is technically two parts of the system, let me show you the other third of the system here. And you actually had to buy this separately. And this is the snow bib from Swiss Tech. This is the 48 to 50, and you just slide it on, zip it up in the front, and then you can make those nifty zip-zop noises as you walk around. Yes, I have worn these, and when it's, below 0 out and windy, a pair of blue jeans is nowhere near enough. So they've got little boot zipper things there. I normally don't wear boots, so I don't have to worry about that. So my normal slip-on shoes, a pair of socks, these, and my jacket is more than enough for most days. But let me show you the last thing here. This is a pair of Carhartt. No, these are Walls, not Carhartt. That's right. I had to take the Carhartt back because it didn't fit. 2X apparently is only size 44. But this is a set of very heavy insulated coveralls. More than once in the middle of the night, I've thrown these on so that I could march into the bathroom at a truck stop or at a rest area and take care of what needs taken care of. Couple of times in the middle of winter when the heater went out in my truck, put this on, roll back over and go back to sleep. So, and any of these, almost any of these can be combined with most of any of the others. Like the Black Jacket and the M65, they're basically the same thing, just done different ways. The Black Jacket is 30 years newer than my M65, which I bought new unused, well, old stock, unused. But that design's been around for a very long time. So I wouldn't wear those together. But, depending on how cold it is, put on the flannel, put on the hoodie, put on either my M65 or my Black Jacket, or the insulated coveralls. I can put on my mechanics gloves, then put on my ECW gloves, or the brown gloves that were in my Black Jacket. So it's all about layers. Let me put my hat back on. That way you don't have to see fuzzy head. Fuzzy head. It's all about layers. What you're going to be facing is what you need to prepare for, or what you need to take with you. So I'm not going to carry all of these with me if I'm going backpacking. I'm going to look at the weather ahead of time, find out what the weather's going to be like for, a couple of days before and a couple of days after, and then I'm going to choose the system that's going to work best for me. If it's below 40, and going to be precipitating of any kind, I'm either going to be wearing my Black Jacket or my M65. Almost without question. The liners mean I can adjust how warm I stay, and yes, that liner does have sleeves that come all the way down, on both of those jackets, by the way. So, pick what you're going to be facing and prepare accordingly. Now, I have a bunch of different systems, lots of different options for headgear. So, and this is stuff I've been putting, like my M65, I've had that for 12, 13 years now. And you saw it's not worn. Well, I wear it all the time, but it's not worn out. There's no thread showing. There's no, rips or tears or anything like that. The black jacket, I've probably had that for about 5 years now. These gloves, I probably had these gloves for about 1.5 years because I haven't been wearing them a lot. These, if I use them to fuel my truck, I replace them every spring. I throw the old shells away because they get permeated with diesel fuel. I'll keep a hold of the wool liners unless they get soaked with diesel fuel as well, in which case throw them out. You will notice even nearly brand new, they've got, threads hanging out on them and such. And there's no date on this, so I can't tell you how old these are. But these are the large. They do make a 2X, and my brother has to use those because his hands are even bigger than mine. And I have pretty damn big hands. These are 2XL, and they barely fit me. These are large, and they fit comfortably. The brown gloves that were in my black jacket, those are 2XL, and they almost are too small. Almost. So, prepare accordingly. Always check the weather, and that's 26 minutes of looking at what I wear when it's cold out. For footwear, well, I'm cheap. I'll put on 2 pairs of socks before I go and buy a pair of insulated boots because I really don't spend that much time outside most of the time. If it's icy, I've got my yak tracks. I think I showed you these last time. They're rubber, and these attach to any shoe. I just happen to have them on here because I was out tromping around the other day. I've got 2 pairs of these. One of them's out in my car right now because I had to go into the mall and they didn't allow these. I got yelled at, so I had to take them off, go take them out to the car. But you see how quickly that puts on. And let's see. I'll show you the name here. Yak Tracks. Yaktrax. These are the walkers. The Pro has a little strap that goes across here. I've never needed this strap. And I've run in these on ice. They work just fine in snow. I've walked on concrete. I've walked on linoleum, which is why I got yelled at. Walked around the house a whole bunch. Walked on asphalt, gravel, and I never had a problem with these. The edges are rounded, so it should not tear up your floor, but every pair is going to be slightly different. But I've had these for a couple of years. My other pair, I've had those for like 5 years. You could tell by the amount of rust that was in between here on the wires on that other pair. So I keep these on a set of I think those are $40 slip-on shoes. The $20 pair of slip-on shoes are right here, and these also had yak tracks on them, but like I said, I took them off because I got yelled at Walmart. So I did have a set of pack boots at one point, and I still have the liners. But you may remember about 1.5 years ago, I had this idiot storing my stuff. And he decided not to, well, no, it's not even a year and a half ago. It was like 1 year ago. I had this idiot storing my stuff. And he decided not to return $12,000 worth of my equipment. That number's actually closer to like $1,350, but most of that's incidental shit. Like I'm swearing. Sorry about that. Like the pack boots. He stole the pack boots, but he left me the brand new liners. The brand new liners cost me $50. The pack boots I got at a yard sale for $5. Anyhow, that's a half hour of multiple layers of how I keep warm. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, post it up on YouTube. And yeah, I know I'm supposed to be doing Tanking Tuesdays, but I got distracted. Anywho, Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon. And if you want to support the channel, please feel free to donate via PayPal to straycat_74@yahoo.com. That'll be in the description as well. Thank you. Have a nice day.